My story takes place in Richmond, Virginia, and the subject is Edgar Allan Poe. So Edgar Allan Poe's name and legacy are deeply entwined with Richmond, Virginia, the city where he spent much of his formative life, first loves, and early literary career. Though most associate him with Baltimore or Boston, Richmond is the city that haunted him, and in turn, many believe his ghost still haunts Richmond. The Phantom Old Stone House. This is the location of the haunting. They say that Poe never lived in the Old Stone House on East Main Street, the current home of the Edgar Allan Poe Museum, but is perhaps the most haunted building in Richmond, and every shadow in its halls whisper his name. In 1922, the house became a shrine to Poe's legacy, filled with artifacts, letters, and even a lock of his hair. But from the moment the museum opened, something felt wrong.
I wonder what that is.
Candles relight themselves, doors open without sound, and the Raven Room is always cold. The curators first noticed when closing the museum one night, a young volunteer had locked the doors, set the alarm, and turned off all of the lights, only to turn back and see the dim glow of a lantern in the enchanted garden courtyard. When he returned, the garden was empty, but the air smelled of pipe tobacco, Poe's preferred vice. Then there were sightings: a thin man in black, with sharp cheekbones and sunken eyes, walking the halls with a cane, reciting verses under his breath. Security footage once called the silhouette of a man in a long coat staring out the attic window. No one was there. Some say Poe's ghost was drawn there by the concentrated force of his own legacy. So many of his personal items, his writings, even his childhood bed frame, all under one roof. Others believe the house itself may have once inspired him. But the most chilling theory, that the museum is building a tether, an anchor, and the more his work is honored within those stone walls, the closer his spirit draws. Final words of Poe's restless spirit. Though he died in